Us to a big breaking news. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other leaders pay floral tribute at Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park in Japan. PM Modi also visited the Peace Memorial Museum, where he observed and documented the exhibits and signed the visitors' book. Now, PM Modi is in Hiroshima, Japan for the G7 summit. Now, he's also meeting his counterparts, where he's been holding talks and setting agendas for the further summit. The G7 summit is focusing majorly on the issues of Russia and China, where the G7 summit was majorly condemning the Russian attack and focusing the challenges faced by the AI. Now, PM Modi is also yesterday also met his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky and assured him all kind of assistance that India can provide to Ukraine from their part. He had also held bilateral meetings where first time ever since the Russia-Ukraine war broke out. Now, PM said that India sees Ukrainian war not as an economic and political issue, but rather a humanitarian issue. Now, he's also had a quad meeting with his Australian, USA and Japanese counterpart. He's held bilateral meetings with leaders from France, Vietnam, South Korea and host country Japan. Now, early on Saturday, PM also unveiled Mahatma Gandhi's bust in Hiroshima. I would like to repeat for my viewers that PM Modi and other leaders are paying floral tribute at the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park in Japan. And like we can see the visuals, PM Modi has also visited the Memorial Museum, where he's observed and documented the exhibits and signed the visitors' book. Now, PM Modi is already having bilateral talks with UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on the sidelines of the G7 summit. Prime Minister Modi also reviewed the full range of relationships between India and Japan. Now, we are cutting across to my colleague Maria Shakil, who's joining us on the broadcast. Hello, Maria. Can you share more details for us and the latest developments in the story?
Yes. So, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be here in Hiroshima for the next few hours. And thereafter, he departs for Papua New Guinea for another round of bilaterals and summit meetings, and then he would be heading to Australia, where he would be meeting Anthony Albanese and hosting having a celebration with the Indian diaspora, interacting with the Indian diaspora there. So it becomes important, particularly in the context of what we will be the visuals that have come in of all the leaders visiting the Hiroshima Memorial Park for that photo opportunity, interacting with the survivors and, laying the wreath for what really happened in 1945. It's been extremely tragic. And the reason why the Japanese Prime Minister chose Hiroshima, because he represents Hiroshima in Japan's National Assembly, and he also hails from Hiroshima. He wanted to send the message that during his presidency, during Japan's presidency, Japan can highlight the problems or what can be an impact of a nuclear war, and that is the reason why when we look at these images, we see the sensitivities that are attached to it, and the fact that the Indian Prime Minister is the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Hiroshima post the 1975 Pokhran nuclear test becomes even more important here.
Well, thank you so much, Maria, for all the details and inputs from the ground.